Hey guys, welcome to Homesteading at the RV Park. I'm Gwen Jackson. Check out this shirt I made. I made this out of an extra large men's t-shirt that was given to me for free. I'm making this one to try out because this other t-shirt that I want to make something with is it's very sentimental to me. Okay, this one is huge because I used to be really big. Okay, I used to wear a women's size 28. I'm now solid 14, if not a 12, and I'm pretty proud of that. So I don't want to get rid of this shirt. I'm going to remake it into a sundress. Alright, it's really pretty on the back, so I think I'm going to flip it around and make this the front. Now the reason this shirt is so sentimental to me is not just because I used to fill it and now I don't, but I used to actually, I was a union electrician. I worked for Amtrak. I was a train mechanic. And I worked at Local 362 in DC. So this is one of the few reminders I have of that time. It was pretty awesome to be able to work on trains like that. Or, you know, just to be a female electrician. So I'm going to take this shirt and I'm going to turn it into a sundress, okay? It's going to be similar to this, though this one I cut short. And I use a thicker ribbon. I'm going to use a thinner ribbon on the sundress. I'm going to use this little pink one. I think that it'll pop really nicely with the hot pink in here and be nicely feminine. All right. Since the topic of this is so masculine, we're just going to reinvent it. It's going to be great. All right. The first thing that we're going to want to do is cut. What we're going to want to do is get a nice pair of sharp scissors and we're going to do some cutting. All right. I think the best place to start is with the sleeves. We're just going to go right up to this seam and we're going to cut them off. Nice clean cut. There we go. Now here in Texas we use every part of the t-shirt, so I'm going to save these. I can make them into dog or cat toys. All right, maybe we'll do a video on that later. All right, now we're going to want to cut this out right here. But we want to keep it all as straight as we can. All right, there's that one. Perfect. Now it's okay that they're not the same size. In fact, I think in the end it's going to work out great. The next thing I'm going to want to do is cut from my opening here. I want to fold this down. And I want to cut that off. And then I want to do the same on this side. Now remember, this is going to be the back of the dress, and the reason I'm doing this is so that it'll have a nice long swish. All right, it'll be very thin so that my shoulder blades will show right here. The one I'm wearing, I don't know if you can see it, but I just squared it in the back. All right, I left it the same as I am this one, this side, but this one I'm going to do just a little bit different. I think I'll get better results that way. I tested it on this shirt, so that I could make sure I did a good job on this shirt. All right, now that we've got that done, I'm going to pre-iron for my stitch witch. All right, so the plan is I'm just gonna fold a hem down, iron it in. I'm gonna come back with these scissors, and where I can, now that it's nice and flat, I'm just gonna try to clean it up so I got a nice straight line, so I can fold it again this way. All right, oh, that's gonna work perfect. Iron it in nice and tight. And then this little strip right here, just where it's covered here, this is where I'm actually gonna put the stitch witch. So we're looking at from here to here. There it is. And fold this down. Now the directions for the temperature setting on the iron, it's all right in here. All right, just whatever directions the product you got is. I'm actually using the Ultra Hold. I don't mess around. I don't want this to come open on me while I'm wearing it. So I got the strongest kind that I could find. Gonna pretty much do it the same way. We're gonna pre-iron the hem, and then I will come back and put in the stitch witch. All right, so the smallest part is what I'm going with. That's actually gonna be my hemline. I'm gonna have to come back and cut some excess off of this just to make it work right. But the best way to know exactly what I need to cut is to iron it nice and flat. I think I need to keep coming that way. All right, I think I can work with that. Come over here, try to cut the excess. I'm just gonna eye it, try to keep my hand steady. If you don't have a steady hand, they have chalk. You can draw with chalk on the cloth. Use a ruler if you need to get that specific. But I think that this is one of those projects that you can even do with your kids. In fact, an adult t-shirt makes a really good little girl sundress, okay? So this is one of those things, you know, daddy, daughter could have a lot of fun doing it as well. This is super easy. You don't need to know how to sew or anything. All right, so I got that. That looks pretty straight. I'm gonna flip this open. Oh, hold on, I got one more to put in. And all right. Yes. Now, going back to the stitch witch. Come on. Center, center. And then fold that back down. Make sure it's right where you need it to be. And then melt it together. All right, next you're gonna want to come here on the edges and corners, anywhere where the back part is showing from the front side, just trim it back a little bit with the scissors. This doesn't have to be perfect by any means, but that one little trim job will make all the difference, I promise. All right, so now we're going to thread it. I'm going to take the ribbon, and instead of doing 2 pieces of ribbons like I did on this first shirt, I'm going to do 1 large ribbon. I think that it'll turn out a little easier to mess with when I go to put it on. And to thread it, I found that this works pretty good. I'm using a drumstick. You can use any kind of stick or ruler that fits through the hole. And then I'm using a little painter's tape just to stick that on there. And then pull it through. Halfway done. I'm going to take it, push it back through this way. And voila. We have a dress. Ta-da! Alright guys, well here it is. The dress that I made out of a large t-shirt that was left over. No reason you can't do this for your kids as well. Like I said, just take an adult t-shirt, make it into a dress. You can cut it to whatever length you want. It's really easy to do. This took me, what, 30 minutes? 30 minutes, no sewing. Okay? And if you don't like the ribbon showing, then look, you just tuck it in. I thought that was kind of neat. You just slide it down into the shirt. And then it doesn't no longer exist. So if you want something a little more simple, there you go. I really like the back, the way that turned out, right? Isn't that great on the shoulders? Perfect to wear to the pool. That's what I'm going to do with it. All right? I hope you guys have fun with this. Save the t-shirts. Come back next week. We're going to do something different. Love to see you there. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.